Hi, good afternoon. I'm Janet, and this is Janet's Corner. Anyway, it's December 30th. The year's almost gone, and hopefully I see some of you guys in class next year. I'm hoping. And anyway, at the beginning of the year, I'm going to be doing some classes, using dry pastels. I had a few in the past that showed up with oil pastels. They're a little bit harder to push around. But the dry pastels, they're a lot of fun. And working with color, and then with the caricatures that the caricatures that we're doing right now, adding color to them later on. Last week we talked about some caricature artists and their processes. Some of them would work on a individual for a week, getting the essence of that individual in the fewest pen strokes. And others, they would do it intuitively. I mean, just sit down and boom, right there you are on the paper, the sitter, that is. And today, I didn't get a chance to talk much about putting together the character last time. And then this time I'm going to talk about looking at at your sitter. And sometimes it's hard to find that feature that stands out. As I was talking about one of the artists last week, he would do several sketches of that person because they seem to have that standard face, and you don't know where to start with abstracting the face. And anyway, sometimes it takes several sketches. Mine kind of lean more toward portraiture, like I said last time. There's a lot of portraiture artists that have a hard time with caricaturizing, and the opposite is true. The people that do a lot of caricaturizing have a hard time with portraiturizing. But once you get that happy medium, I believe that to capture the essence of a person, that in a portrait you have a bit of caricature, exaggerating, looking at the standard head, knowing where the features lie on a standard head, the standard eyes, or the idealized head. You know, the eyes lay about halfway down, the nose is about halfway between the eyes and the chin, the bottom of the nose, and then the opening of the mouth is about 1/3 of the way down from the nose, or the bottom lip. If you're measuring to the bottom lip here, the bottom lip is about halfway between the bottom of the nose and your chin. Idealized. I mean, and then the ears usually line up. We throw in some eyebrows up here. And the top of the ears usually line up with the eyebrows. Where the ears connect are usually lined up with the eye. So I'm going to throw in the ears, and then the bottom of the ear will line up with the nose. And I think we went through this once before, but knowing the standard face, and then from there, you know that, hey, wait a minute, this person, their chin pretty small, you know, comparing them to the standard face. And then from the eyes to the top of the head, your, let's see, hairline about 1/3 of the way down between the top of the head and the eyebrows. We'll put the forehead in here. Your standard head. And then we'll put some sideburns on him. And then draw on the jawline. He's kind of on the wide side. And, oh, forgot to tell, the eyes, the center of the eyes usually line up with the corners of the mouth, and then the nose, the outside of the nose lines up with the inside of the eyes. So taking all this in consideration, looking at another character, we can draw another box here. Okay, making up characters in the beginning. That's a lot of fun. Just making up characters. Try on a small nose, draw big eyes. And you know the eyes sit halfway down. We'll bring them up here a little bit higher. And then give them more space down here. If you bring up the eyes, and we'll draw in a couple of eyes, big eyes. And then as we make big eyes, we know that we're gonna have to make the other features a little bit smaller, because if you make the other features large like the eyes, and nothing's gonna be really exaggerated. Here's the line that we put our eyes on. Here's the halfway mark. Okay, down, about halfway down is the nose. And then if I put the nose down here, we're gonna have a very long nose. We're gonna have a very long nose. A large jawline. And then let's see, a little mouth. And squeeze the mouth in. And then a small head, top of the head. Throw in some ears. Let's see, we'll make his nose a little bit shorter. And then, like that. And then put his mouth down here. Okay. And a big chin. We can make a cleft chin, a rounded chin, a pointed chin up here, very flat on the top, a little bit of hair on the side. Just making up your own characters. That's a bit of fun. Also, I talked about what they call scrap, getting your reference material from, say, the web. I look up women from the 1920s. I'm not too familiar with their hairstyles, so that there gives me something, hey, their hairstyle stands out, exaggerate it. Over here, let's see, I think, here, here I worked with charcoal. On this side, it's more standard. And then on the left side, I tried to exaggerate some of the features. Didn't quite know where to go. My daughter, she let me know that the lady looked like she had a large chin. So we made the chin bigger and bigger and bigger. And as we wound up with something like this, I have, and playing around with different different photos. You use photos, things off web, pictures out of magazines. Let's see, over here, another thing, practice doing 5-minute drawings. Give yourself 5 minutes. What I did this weekend, put a video in and put it on, still it for 5 minutes, put yourself on a timer, and see what you can get done in 5 minutes. Some of the, let's see, over here, these are 5-minute drawings. I'm gonna bring it over here. 5-minute drawings. Just to see how much you can get on paper from that 5-minute drawing. Trying to get the essence of that individual. Or, as I said before, let's see, as I turned before sitter. And let's see, we have another one underneath here. And those are all 5-minute drawings. But practice doing 5-minute drawings. I didn't get around to doing 3-minute ones. I kind of hesitated about doing 3-minute drawings, but just to see what you can get. And playing with the same character over and over, and looking at them from different sides, frontal view, side view, 3/4. And at times lighting comes into play. If you have a low light, let's see, with full light, don't really pick up on all the features, but if you have side lighting, direct lighting, you're going to have those cast shadows. And with those shadows, using those shadows, bringing the character out, being able to see them a lot better. Let's see, the body. Usually, a lot of times with characterizing, adding a body. The body being about the same size as the head. And you want your hands and feet a little bit bigger because they're the ones that express ideas. Your hands, your feet, how they're standing. They're standing open, closed. Also, I'm going to jump back to the features with the eyes. I've mentioned before the eyes and the mouth, bringing across emotion. And then the nose and the ears of the character. You have long ears, you can play with different shaped eyes. Take a sheet of paper, draw 12 sets of eyes, all of them looking different. 12 sets of noses, large noses, and rounded at the top, and then the eyes sitting in close. Your nose, a ski jump nose, a really sharp nose. See this on some women, a long time, some of the caricatures that I've seen of women a long time ago, the little point, the sharp nose, getting a mixture of curves and let's see, straight lines right here, and the fulcrum, the area between the nose and the lip, I noticed that in some people it's short, in some people it's very long. And we'll make her very short, full lips. And full lips. And I darken the top lip and leave the bottom lip a little bit lighter because the light catches the bottom lip. And then bring in the chin. We can put a little chin on her. If we like, we'll get rid of this big nose guy. Bring it up, up. There we go. A little ear. And then the eye sitting a little ways back from the nose. This is a side view. Neck. And then we can put the hair on top, whatever hairstyle that we want. And curl, curl, curl. Here. Oh, we forgot the eyebrows. We'll put some thin pencil ones on in. Long pencil ones in, and then some eyelashes. There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. eyelashes, and you notice I don't go all the way down with the eyelashes. I try and keep them up front, right at the front, and then just a little bit back here. Do whatever you want with eyes. If they have lots of lashes, form in the lashes. There we go. Lots of lashes. And it's whatever feature that stands out to you first. And a lot of times, if something doesn't grab you at first, try doing a few sketches of them. And then look at photos or let's see, clips from movies, and with them in different different lighting situations. Because then one person that I was looking at, underneath one lighting situation, they looked a lot different underneath another lighting situation. And that's about it for today. And thank you for being with me all this time. And hopefully I'll see you back whenever we start playing with pastels. And thank you all. And hopefully I hear from you guys, from everybody on, I think it's YouTube, I can't remember, yeah. And thank you Maria and Michael with the editing, Maria with the camera, Arsenio, director, I guess, and something like that. But anyway, thank you all, and hopefully I see you back next year. Have a good New Year.